Look, I think the ideal is that towards the back end of the tournament is when you're playing your best cricket. So we've still got a couple of games to obviously still get to that point. You know, whether that means that we're able to finish in the top two, then that's a great result. So that'll obviously be our focus will be making sure we're playing good cricket the next couple of games.
Yeah, this platform itself is a great platform. Here teams doesn't matter, to be honest, because everyone have their strengths and you know they're all well prepared. So as a team, as an individual, you got to wake up to the challenge to play well and you know to outperform your opponents, and that's been the only goal for me and the entire RCB. You know, to do what we know to do the best and keep it simple, but yes, with intent and lots of commitment.
Well, I think you underestimate any team at your own peril, and I think SRH is certainly one of those teams that if we don't turn up, we don't play well, then there's enough match winners in that side, both with spin, both with seam and experience, and obviously a batting lineup that if two or three of those guys get underway, they can take the game away from you. So yeah, we certainly won't be taking anything for granted. Whether you're favourites or not is really irrelevant once you step over the line, so we've got to play some good cricket.
I'll get that advantage of the, you know, to know the pace of the wicket and how the wicket is behaving. So I would know what sorts of balls are the troublemakers on that particular wicket, and depending upon that, like I take it into my batting, and you know, in the field, like you know, if you had to communicate to your bowler, it gives a lot of information to me being behind the wickets, and pass on the same information to whoever is, you know, asked or whoever is willing to take that call.
Certainly different than when we played the first game. I mean, there's likely to be more dew now. A few weeks later, the change in temperature's pretty evident. So, you know, dew has been a factor the last couple of games. You know, Sharjah, they tended to get rid of most of the grass and it skidded on, but still was a challenging wicket to bat on. So, look, our ability to adapt to whatever we're confronted with will determine how well we progress in this tournament. So we've got to be able to play on every surface, whether there's dew, whether there's not, whether it's tough, whether it's easy. We've got to find a way. So that's our challenge.
Like I'm very clear on what I am asked to do, and the whole team is aware of each and every individual role, and there's no confusion at all, because you know, before we move into the game, we know what sort of you know, places are we gonna go and deliver. So it's depending upon the wicket condition and the situation, and how much are we on after first six, and there are lots of calculations which are to be taken into consideration, and depending on that, team management takes a call. And I'm very clear, like I'm happy to, you know, be around and bat wherever the team has asked me to do.
Oh, it's always been the case. It's more situational rather than number dependent. Where they line up in the number is really irrelevant. You know, we saw AB bat at 3 once the openers got past the 10th over in Sharjah the game before this, because we think he's our best player in the back end. And depending on the situation, we've got a number of different roles for different players. So that will be our focus. It's not you're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and we just roll you out. It's what do we need at that particular time. Oh, look, David Warner's been one of the best ever in IPL, so you know, he's always incredibly dangerous. But to be fair, Jason Roy is a high-quality player in his own right, and you know that he takes the game on as well. He doesn't sit and wait for it. So if you're off in terms of the areas you bowl against Jason Roy, he can take the game away in a short space of time. So as I said, we won't be complacent, whether it's David Warner, whether it's Jason Roy. We know they're obviously high-quality players. Touch wood, we've been exceptional. You know, it's more the intensity we've brought. We've been really solid in terms of creating that atmosphere in the ring. A lot of great shot stoppers, and we've taken some great catches as well, which have turned games. So I think we've been really solid in the field, and for me, it's more an attitude thing. If our attitude's good in the field and we're engaged, then obviously we do special things. So we're looking to, you know, to keep stepping up a notch.